You can have a long list of books on your to-do list for the entire year. You might have been reading more than 12 books. That's quite impressive. Say, on an average, one book a month. But do you think it makes a difference when you read a book and you do not make a note of it? You don't remember what was it while reading, say, it might be of any genre, say, fiction, non-fiction, but you are into it, you have got the fair idea, what's into that, you are into the plot, you are actually living the life of the author for that period of time, but afterwards, if someone might ask you what was in that book, can you just summarize a bit, can you write a gist? Trust me, you won't be able to. And most importantly, what makes the difference is it's easier to remember a story, but there are other categories of book that are more sort of instructive. And when it comes to instructive, there might be different layers of chapters where there are the real world techniques which you can apply and make the target area better. But it's as good as when you read it, you leave behind, you forget everything about it. There's nothing which is clear on your mind. It was there while you were reading it. So what do you do about it? Do you become any better? If you just put a big tick on the long list of books and you're not able to recall it, you're not actually applying it. So are you being a better person today as you were like 1 year ago? No. This similar thing was happening in my case also, and yes, of course, the hit and trial method, and you come upon with, you keep coming with better method to keep a track of what you're reading. Since there are different elements, like you can make a note of it, you have to go through it, you have to recall it on a day-to-day basis, and maybe if it's not possible, at least going through the content which you had gisted out while you're reading. So it may take a little bit of effort while you're reading, but it makes your life, your efficiency at much higher level as compared to when you're just going through it mindlessly. It would just render it to the level of amusement. Would you like yourself to be just pushed behind until the level of when you are doing the amusement, you can tap your back for saying that I have completed so many books, but it was no good. So in my case, there have been really big books which we call Tome, T-O-M-E, and it was fun reading it, seriously, but after a week or so, I think week 2 is on the higher side, say a couple of days are gone and there's not much which I can actually point out or explain to somebody when he asks how the book was or what was there. You can just describe to a layman what was there in it. So I was reading a book known as Strong Magic by Darwin Otis, and whenever I used to get the time, it was a big book, like more than 395 pages. Lot many contents, different levels of chapters, psychological techniques, the ones that influence, the one which can make your magic more stronger. But there were so many things and data together that at then I was no better. Now the memory is just vague. Now there was another book which I had come across while searching for improving the misdirection techniques, and it was Leading with the Head by Gary Kurtz, K-U-R-T-Z, Z as you call it. Now this was the first time when from the page when I had started taking the notes. So now what I do is, when I start reading the book, simultaneously, I take a moment to ponder, I go through it again and see if this entire page can be described in a few lines or maybe bullets. Bullets are much easier to craft. They have got a purpose. And now I had the cursor blinking right in front of me, and the book, I won't call it book actually, it was a booklet of 42 pages. And from the starting itself, I was quite, say, attentive about this detail. I started jotting the details of the book in a very concise manner. And it took a week for me to complete that book, because it's not like a story where you just go through it in a shot. No, it won't be any good, it won't be any beneficial. chapter by chapter, I kept making the notes, and now I had compressed those 42 pages of document into 8 pages where I have captured all those essential elements which are required to have a go through it, to review the important points that the book would try to teach. And now at the end of the book, I have that booklet which I can just go through and have all the learnings at my disposal. And when I go through it again and again and try practicing it, this is what the improvement I was looking for. And these are what I call the fundamental foundational stones. Try making your day more better, efficient, and found in a manner like a foundation stone. And trust me, you'll see the difference. So that's all from my side today. There you go. Bye.